Can I talk to you just a little bit about change? That's something that's hard for a lot of people to accept. Uh, a lot of people don't like change. They like things the way they are. They don't want to change, and yet they kind of complain. A lot of people complain about their circumstance and what they're in and how they're dealing with things because they're not willing to change. Well, I got a news flash for you. Expecting things to change without putting in any effort is like waiting for a ship at the airport. Now, that's a saying that I've kind of plastered on my bathroom mirror, and I've had it on my dashboard of my truck, and I've got that along with a few other sayings because you need some type of visual aid sometimes to focus on what it is that you want to accomplish. You know, I remember years ago, back in the '80s, being involved with Amway, and that was the very first network marketing company that I ever got started with. Now, did I make any money with Amway? No, I didn't. I did everything that I thought was supposed to be done in order. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. I did everything that I thought was supposed to be done to make, the kind of money that they were telling me and promising me that I could make. But I was trying to force the issue a lot of times. I wasn't listening to the training that they were offering me. There was a lot of people up above me that were trying to help me, and I was trying to do too much. I actually talked myself out of some sponsorships a few times. I had a bunch of people, and I told them too much information. I didn't do what my upline told me to do, basically, and I kind of failed at that. But I thought that I needed to explain everything, but I was willing to change. That's my whole point behind this. I was willing to change. Did I do it right away? No, I didn't. I failed. You got to get back up when you do fall, and get back on that horse and start riding it again. My grandmother used to always tell me, son, if you fall, just get back up on that horse and learn how to ride that horse. Here's another saying that I used to listen or look at on a daily basis. Don't fake it till you make it. That's garbage advice. Face it until you make it. Get up, work hard, fail, stand back up, face it again, do a little bit better, fail again, get back up, and repeat. So if you're willing to do that over and over and over, then you'll be successful. I'm going to give you a case in point. Colonel Harlan Sanders. You know that name. Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? Well, he was 65 years old whenever he had this recipe, and he called it finger licking good. And it was a special recipe. Nobody else knew this recipe but him. And he went from Kentucky all the way to California, and he hit over 1,500 different restaurants trying to sell them his recipe, and nobody bought it. Well, he decided, you know what? After 1,500 rejections, I'm going to come back and start my own restaurant. And he did. And he named it Kentucky Fried Chicken. And guess what? They're worldwide. And he was 65 when he started his dream. He was in whatever business he was in. He was making an average living just like most everybody else. And then when he retired, he decided he wanted to do something. So at 65, he had this idea, and nobody bought it, but he didn't let that deter him, is my point. He just kept going. And that's how you succeed in life, is you never give up. You don't let a couple of no's knock you down. And if they do knock you down, get back up and keep going. So, and I've learned that the hard way myself. I've learned how to take the no's. I actually worked with a company, an advertising marketing company, where I went door to door. I went out in the neighborhoods. I went knocking on people's doors. And I learned really quick in the summer months when it was hot. And I was out there wearing a shirt and tie, a long sleeve shirt and tie in the heat. I learned really quick how to read people and how to appeal to them to where they would invite me in and give me some water. And not only that, but they would buy the promotion that I was doing, no matter what it was almost. Sometimes I had one guy bought a promotion from me. He's like, I don't ever do this. He says, but you know what? You're out here you're out here trying to make a living, and I'm gonna support that, which I was very grateful for. Uh, but my point behind that is I got a lot of people telling me no. And I learned from that company, along with the Amway company and a couple of other companies that I was involved with, that the more no's you get, the sooner you get them, the faster you get to a yes. Now that sounds kind of cliche, I know, but the thing is it really works. You gotta accept so many no's, and the national average, like in sales, for example, is 1 out of 10 people is going to tell you yes. 9 out of 10 people, I should say, is going to say no. Only one's going to say yes to whatever it is that you're uh, showing them. Whatever opportunity it is, whatever it is you're trying to sell. And but the thing is you got to have that determinability, if that's a word. I don't even know if I said that right. But you got to be determined. You got to be determined to make it in life and be willing to accept the no's. And that's a big part of network marketing, is you're going to have a lot of people telling you no, because the thing is whenever they tell you no, they're not telling you no because, they dislike you or, anything like that. They're telling you no because they're afraid that they might have to go out and try to sell something, and they work, in a 9 to 5 hourly, factory or something like that, and they're not in sales, and they're thinking, well, I can't sell nothing to nobody. Well, traditional network marketing, you had to try to sell something to somebody because, no money was made unless a product was sold. Well, I'm with a company now called Save Club, and with Save Club, you don't have a product to sell. You have a service. Save Club is it's different than the traditional network marketing in the way that we offer memberships to a club where you save significant amounts of money on things that you're doing already, and and things that you're buying already. And just for example, I mean, I saved $550 just for the month of May. I started May the 5th, actually. I just come off of a cruise on that day, and I signed up. A friend of mine told me about it, and I signed up. And then I got to work. I started promoting it. Well, I sponsored a few people. Well, it cost $80 the very first month. $60 of that is for an entire year. Uh, and what that gets you is it gets you your back office, it gets you your landing pages, and they've got 2 back there right now, but they're coming out with so many more landing pages for different services, that, like niche markets, like there's a travel landing page that they showed on a webinar we did a couple of weeks ago, or a week, I think it was last week. And they haven't come out with it just yet, but they're getting it fine tuned, and they're going to have it ready in our back office. But there's training videos training you how to do this. There's banner ads, there's pictures that you can use if you want to promote the business. Uh, the thing is in order to promote the business, all you got to do is just send people to your link, which sends them to a landing page, and then they become a pre-enrollee. And guess what? You see AI plastered all over social media, and AI means that there's a lot of companies out there that want you to buy into their AI, and they want an upfront monthly or an upfront fee to get you set up, and then they want to charge you so much per month. And the AI, handles prospecting and all that stuff for you. Well, AI is included in our $60. We only pay that once a year. The other 20 is a monthly membership fee, and it's really not 20. It's only $19.97 per month. So for less than $20 a month, you're a member of Save Club, and that gives you the opportunity to use over 1 million retailers in over 150 foreign countries around the world. Anything and everything that you can possibly think of that you spend $1 on, you can save up to 65%. Now, the regular how am I trying to say this? I guess the normal amount of rebate that you would get actually averages out to be about 50%. You can save up to 50% off of the things that you do already. Now, one of the things that Save Club is coming out with is cash back, where you link your card to all these retailers around the world and all these restaurants and all these entertainment. You want to go to Disney World, you want to go to Legoland, you want to go to Busch Gardens, you want to go to Six Flags Over Georgia. My family and I are looking to make a trip up to the Atlanta area next year, and I was already looking at the tickets to Six Flags. The regular, normal, everyday pass to Six Flags is $70. I can get it through my back office for $33. That's a huge savings. That's 52% less than the regular price. And that's not offered nowhere else, only through Save Club members. I pay $20 a month. That's one of the things that I can use it for. I'm actually on vacation right now. And even though we paid for this vacation, I got my wife and my 5 kids and 8 grandkids and my great granddaughter. Even though we paid for this last year, I looked it up in my deals in my back office, and I could have saved about $400 for the 5 days that we're here if I'd have had Save Club back last June. But Save Club only started 1st of May, and we got over 10,000 members already. So we're anticipating about 1 million members in our first year. And I'm really excited because, for one, the $80 that I spent, I've already gotten that back. I've already received 2 commission checks. They've already paid out over $350,000 in commissions just over the last 3 weeks. So it's unreal. I mean, the money's been deposited into my account, and I've saved over $550. I've kept that in my budget on the things that I do already while I'm here on vacation. And tonight is our last night. We're leaving to go home tomorrow. But while we were here on a vacation, I wound up saving a little bit of money while I was here, going out to eat, doing different things and taking the family out to eat. So I saved some money. And I don't know exactly how much just yet, but it's pretty close to about $75, $80, that I've saved just in the past 4 nights, so I'm really excited about that. That's about it. That's about all I got for now. If you want to know more, keep watching my videos, but I ask you this, please. I'll ask you to do me a favor and please subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to build a YouTube presence. And I've already posted about 38, 39 videos. And if you would please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and maybe even leave me a comment. But there's a link down below this video that you can log into or click on. And in that link, there's a spot for you to go ahead and pre-enroll. It's free to pre-enroll and secure your spot. You upgrade at any time. And go ahead and do that. And once you do that, there's also an email. My email address is down below this link as well, or down below this video. So if you need to ask me any questions or anything, you can shoot me an email. You can put your phone number in there if you want, and I will give you a call, and I'll answer any question that you have. But this is just getting started. We have about 10,000 members, as I just mentioned. We anticipate having over 1 million members our first year. And I believe that this company is going places. And I honestly believe that in 10, 15 years from now, we'll have 20 million members. And by getting in now with less than 10,000, you're getting in kind of at the top. So when the matrix starts building, people are going to have to go down in your matrix, because it's a 2x16 forced matrix, which means that when you bring somebody on, you bring on 2 people. If you bring on any more, then they got to go down the line from the people that you've already brought in. So I've got 3 people on the leaderboard that are upline for me, that between them 3 collectively, they have over 300 people. And so I'm excited about that. Well, that means that each one of those had 2 people on the first level, and everybody else had to go down line. Well, guess what? Some of those fell under me, and I don't even know them. And they're building. So my matrix is going to fill up pretty quick. So don't wait for things to happen. Make things happen. Go ahead and log into that link and join today. That's about it for now, and look forward to sharing some more information with you on another video. Peace. Have a blessed day.